The Chantry teaches us that it is the hubris of men which brought the Darkspawn into our world. The mages had sought to usurp heaven, but instead, they destroyed it. They were cast out, twisted and cursed by their own corruption. They returned as monsters, the first of the Darkspawn. They became a blight upon the lands, unstoppable and relentless. The Dwarven kingdoms were the first to fall, and from the deep roads, the Darkspawn drove at us again and again, until finally we neared annihilation. The Grey Wardens came. Men and women from every race, warriors and mages, barbarians and kings. The Grey Wardens sacrificed everything to stem the tide of darkness, and prevailed. It has been 4 centuries since that victory, and we have kept our vigil. We have watched and waited for the Darkspawn to return. But those who once called us heroes have forgotten. We are few now, and our warnings have been ignored for too long. For I have seen with my own eyes what lies on the horizon. Maker, help us all.
Hello everybody from the internet, this is the Blasco Knight here, and I am playing a game that's called Dragon Age Origin, an old classic from BioWare Heyday, and I'm going to be playing through this again, because there was like an earlier time where I had played this, but time just was elusive to me. So, let us begin. And we'll be playing this game on Dragon Age Origin, and then after we beat this, we'll be playing on the Dragon Age Awakening, and then another DLC. You'll be knowing once we get there. Anyway, let's have some fun. Now, if you see like a slight jump cut to that, that'd be because of I already pre-recorded that cutscene, and that has like no microphone in it. But as we can see here, this is our character generator, where we can just customize character whoever we want, with their background, race, class, and what kind of people they're gonna be. So we can just be like, for example, a female human or dwarf who is a warrior class, and either gonna be a commoner or part of the noble family. But yeah, each of them have like a different race, different story from like for men and women, especially for like the elf, where you get two different quest lines from like your origin, and each really have their own specialties and importance to the story. So I'll be picking a male, and I like elf. It's either gonna be like part of the elf, and they be part of the magi, or be like a human noble. Because like early on in the game, it'd be really useful to have like a rogue, or you be like a rogue early on. And I'll be explaining it a little bit more as we move forward to it. Yeah, hello, buddy. So, to begin, I'll be playing as a human, like a male, elf or human. Yeah. Just for like a different spice. Elf, mage, and part of the circle of magi.
Greetings.
That would be interesting. Now I'm gonna change the appearance of my character right here. So this will take me a minute. So I'll be finishing when I get back. And here we are with my character.
No! It is gone! How do you do?
Greetings.
Greetings. Charmed, I'm sure.
Greetings.
Charmed, I'm sure.
Yeah, that'll be good. And welcome back. This will be my character, Aleem Serana, who had a suave voice to him.
I lost a spell.
It's not working! Coming through. Farewell.
Well, let's begin to it. Here are attributes, which is our strength, dexterity, willpower, magic, and cunning with constitution. Each of these are important because they give you strength, agility, willpower for your magic, more power for your mana, help make you more healthier, and so on and so forth. And there are some skills that require you to be at a certain amount of power point for your stats. Like for example, if you want to get certainly have max in a certain skill, like speech, which would be using a lot, you need generally 16 cunning for it. Which that would be fine and dandy, but I want to at least like give it a few more levels before I decide to go fully into that. But it'll be enough for like early game. So I'll be increasing willpower by 1 and begin to little by little increase either my dexterity or strength. I should increase this one by 1 just in case. And here are like our skills that we have to, we can use throughout the game. That can be pretty helpful. Like for example, stealing, coercion, which will help you with your persuasion stat, survival, herbalism, which if you max this out fully, then you'll get some interesting interaction late game. Poison making, you can make a lot of poison from this. Combat training, which you might try. I don't know if like this one will work on it. Hold on, give me a second. Yeah, unless we're like using a sword, then there's no need for something like that. Until later. Because there are some abilities where you have to use that. If you go for like that kind of class. But yeah, we're gonna keep coercion. And like you can see, each of these require like a certain number of stats to use. So when we use it, we'll be able to like use these unless it's like with level requirements. Like right here with trap making it be level 10. So we had to like keep in mind if we want to like increase these, they'll be coming out at like a certain point depending on how much point you have or what level you are. So we'll be continuing. And to our magic spells. I love using these. They can be pretty fun to use. We got primary magic, which are all the elemental uses of it, where like fire, ice, electric, and earth. And you can see what they are made. At least all of these have like area effect skills that you can use. And then there are your healing magic and stats that can help you buff your allies. And also you can have the ability to summon Wisp. And these are for Spirit. This one is pretty interesting to use. They made these people more into bombs, in a way. And the more you have, the bigger like, the amount of people who get bombed. And there are some weakness, paralysis, other things for hacks. Those they like can use, which is pretty good. Also, you got like draining life, death magic, which is like similar dark magic. But I'm gonna like do mix of spirit and primal. So walking bomb and fire. And we'll be playing this on normal difficulty.
On a cliff overlooking the dark waters of Lake Calenhad stands the tower fortress that is home to the Circle of Magi. This tower is the only place in Ferelden where mages may study their art among others of their kind. Within the high stone walls, the Circle practices its magic and trains apprentices in the proper use of their powers. But the Circle Tower is as much a prison as a refuge. The ever-vigilant Templars of the Chantry watch over all mages, constantly alert for any sign of corruption. This gilded cage is the only world you know. Found to be sensitive to magic at a young age, you were torn from your family and grafted here as an apprentice. Now, that apprenticeship is nearly over. All that remains is the final test, the harrowing.
Magic exists to serve man,
and never to rule over him. Thus spoke the prophet Andraste as she cast down the Tevinter Imperium, ruled by mages who had brought the world to the edge of ruin. Your magic is a gift, but it's also a curse. For demons of the Dream Realm, the Fade, are drawn to you and seek to use you as a gateway into this world.
This is why the harrowing exists. The ritual sends you into the Fade, and there you will face a demon, armed with only your will.
Yeah, I will say I'd be ready for it, but what maybe as like what happened if I cannot defeat a demon?
It will turn you into an abomination, and the Templars will be forced to slay you. This is Lyrium, the very essence of magic, and your gateway into the Fade.
The harrowing is a secret out of necessity, child. Every mage must go through this trial by fire. As we succeeded, so shall you. Keep your wits about you, and remember the Fade is a realm of dreams. The spirits may rule it, but your own will is real.
The apprentice must go through this test alone, First Enchanter. You are ready.
And we are at the Fade. Interesting little place. Well, before we begin doing it, I'd like to take a quick break.